I'm with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We are the #1 Class B RV dealership in the state of Florida. We're #2 in the entire United States of America. America's big. This is the big country we live in, and we sell a lot of RVs all over the country. About half the RVs we sell, we ship all over the United States. Half the vans are leaving Florida and going all over the United States. And a big part of that is, one of the big things that we offer is free flatbed shipping anywhere in the country. That's something brand new we started offering in 2026. We will flatbed ship any van anywhere in the country at no additional charge. We specialize in Class B RVs. That is all we sell mainly. That is all we do. Our technicians, our salespeople, our staff, our marketing, everything is focused and centered around Class B RVs, or van campers, camper vans, whatever you want to call these small vans that are behind me. So what we're doing a video on today is the brand new 2026 Winnebago Travato. This is the K floor plan. It's the L for Lithium, so a KL. And then this is their very limited National Park Foundation package. It does offer some cool stuff. You know, Winnebago is now using Lithionics lithium, a huge lithium system, 3,600 watt inverters, solar panels, underhood generator, lots of cool things in their lithium system. And then in their floor plan, this is the OG. So the Travato back in 2014, 2015 came out with this rear bath twin bed layout, and they have been making the exact same layout since the very beginning. So without further ado, let's dive all into this Winnebago Travato right now. So this is sandstone gold, sandstone tan deluxe, they call it. And the deluxe just means everything's painted. But I like how they do this new color thing. So they're making everything black in the middle and on the bottom, and they're even doing it on the hood, which is really cool. So around the whole hood and the bottom of the bumper, they're actually doing this with some type of undercoating material to make it to where rock chips don't scratch it up. But this is like a bed liner material, and that's part of the National Park Foundation package. But here they're doing like a shiny black. It's a really cool paint job. It's not something you see a lot of. And then the National Park Foundation also comes with the black Method wheels and the BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. So I think that the look of something like this, it doesn't, I mean, it's not an overland van or an adventure van, but it kind of gives it that look without being that, you know, with the black, with the wheels, then also with their very cool graphics package they do. So these graphics are only available on the National Park Foundation, which is pretty neat. So Winnebago does a great job with their design. They do a great job with the look and the aesthetic of the van. They do have the big running board here. So the big running board has the dog leash attachment on the front and the back, and it's a nice big running board. Everywhere they put something like that, they put this little W. They like just kind of hide it everywhere they go. They want everyone to see that W. They want to build loyalty to their brand, they say. So they incorporate that W everywhere. As you kind of come around the back, obviously you see the little W again. It does come with a bike rack. Some people leave it on, some people take it off, and then we put like rover boxes on the back or different things, but this is the bike rack that it does come with. This is the KL. So the K is a rear bath floor plan. I know we're not jumping in the van yet, but since we're back here, I really want to show you a lot of the capability of the rear of the coach. So what's so nice about it, the rear bath is a big bathroom in the back. So when you're back here, you have a lot of space. So I'm 6 foot tall. I'm 222 pounds. I've lost a few pounds, but have some good space here. I can move around very easily, sit here. And I like how when this is open, if I'm in a private setting, I can open this up and, you know, let the air go out that way instead of this way. And I can also, you know, look and see what's going on. If I wanted to, there's a screen right here, and I can drop this screen down so that way bugs won't get in. I can leave this closed and I can be back here in the bathroom. I can be showering out here if I want. I mean, there are some pretty remote places that people don't mind showering with their back doors open. I don't know if I would ever feel that comfortable, honestly, but a lot of people do. Something else that's pretty cool that Winnebago gives you, and it's so easy and simple to do, but not a lot of people do it. they call it a rear annex. So they put both of these sticks here, and it's real simple. And I really don't even know how many people use it. So if you have this, I'd be curious to know if this is something that you use or not. So what it gives you is a little screen back here. And actually this is for privacy. This isn't for bugs. This is for privacy. So it connects just like this. You can also use it, I guess, if you're, let's say you're skiing and you want to hang up some of your clothes, or I'm sorry, skiing. If you're water skiing, or if you're scuba diving, or if you're doing something where you have wet clothes, you can use this to hang them up. But what it does is it gives you privacy back here. So this is like a curtain, and you can easily set it up here to where it gives you privacy. So let's say you did want to shower back here, and I don't know if I'd say I'm very bashful, but I don't like showering in the wide open. What if a bear came up or something? I don't know. But this is pretty cool that it does give you the privacy that you want, but also, and it kind of, then it comes around and continues doing it. But what else is cool is that if you didn't want to use this, you know, if you didn't want to shower, there is an outside shower here. So you can use the outside shower right here, and you can be showering on the outside shower. You can also be showering on the inside shower. So this does give you the privacy if you want to use it. But this pole here, the way it's set up, you can hang towels, you can hang scuba suits, you can hang all kinds of stuff. Whatever it is you're doing or using, you can hang it out back here to dry. And yeah, it's pretty cool, right? You know, I walked into my daughter's room the other day. She'll be 17 this week, and she was hanging flowers in her room. I guess her boyfriend gave her some flowers and she was trying to dry them out. So if you did have flowers that you wanted to hang, you could easily hang flowers from here and watch them dry out. But then when you're done, obviously you want to dry it off and just kind of, I don't think there's like a fancy way to do this except like this, and then shove it right back in there. And that's a cool little storage. There are a few other things in there. This is the spare tire kit is there, but you know, people fill that with so much different stuff. You know what else I love about the back here? They give you 110 plugs. They give you a 12 volt light there, or a 12 volt lighter thing. They give you the light there. Then this is your hot water, and your cold water is both here. It's just where you hook up the city water. This is where you use that outside shower I was talking about. And then when you're done with this, you just pop it right off just like that. Same thing here. All this is very simple to use. I know this seems a little daunting sometimes, but look how simple that was. I mean, that took no time at all to set it up, tear it down, use it, dry it, and then you have the whole shower here. While we're back here, I'll show a little bit. There is, oh, here's the outside shower. I was looking for this thing. You know, I was casually looking. So this is what you would plug in right here, and you would use as an outside shower. So let's say you did want to clean your dog, and you didn't want to clean them in there. You just hook that up, and you have hot water and cold water right here. So today it's about 35 degrees in Gainesville, Florida. My hands are absolutely frozen right now. I would use hot water today. I would not use cold water. I woke up this morning and my pool was going. I'm like, why my hot tub's on? It has an anti-freeze thing. I looked at my app and it said, your hot tub has been started because you are in freezing temperatures. We're not supposed to be in freezing temperatures in Gainesville, Florida, let me tell you. But today we are. But I will use hot water, and you can use the hot water here. It's the same from there. If you're in the city water connection, you can still use it and just bypass the tank and go through. But I really like how they give you the outside shower thing right there. Like I said, you know, this can be very daunting and it can seem like a lot. So, you know, what we do at Sunshine State RVs is we really teach you how to use your RV. So when you fly in, we will fly you in for free from anywhere in the country. We fly you here, pick you up at the airport, bring you to the dealership, and we will teach you. We'll spend as much time with you as you need going through this entire Winnebago or any new or used van that we have. And we'll teach you how to use everything on the van from start to finish, top to bottom, front to back. We teach you about the lithium, we teach you about the water system, the heater, the furnace, the hot water, the fridge, everything, how to winterize if you want. Everything you need to know about these vans, we spend the time and teach you how to do it. Then, a lot of people forget, we put you up for the first 2 nights at a local campground. It's 5 minutes from us. If you have any issues, any problems at all, we take care of them immediately. There's always going to be issues. We try our best to help that. We can't always do it, but any issues, my guys are committed to taking care of as soon as you buy it. You come back with a list of a few issues the next day, we take care of them right away. So that's our commitment to you, is that we're gonna check it out, but even if there are issues, we're still gonna do it. So when you leave Gainesville, my goal is that you know how to use your new RV and that you know that everything works the way that it should, which is pretty cool. So that's our commitment. So anyways, this is the highlight of the RV, I think. This big rear bathroom with this rear annex area with the outside shower, with the screen, hot, cold water, all that stuff. This is very, very unique about this. Not everybody makes a rear bath. There are some good ones on the market, but you know, Travato has done, Winnebago has done a very good job with the Travato. So here you have your black tank there. This does not have a cassette toilet. This does have a black tank and a gray tank, which is very nice. You do have the awning style pop-out windows, and I'll show those more when we get inside. Awning style pop-out windows, which are absolutely awesome because you can open a little bit or you can open it a lot depending on what's going on, rather than sliding it and water gets in and all that stuff. You have your tank holder, you have your smart plug here, you have another running board here with the W's on it, you know, little Easter eggs that Winnebago puts everywhere, and the dog leashes there. This is a very high-end ProMaster chassis, so it does have the adaptive cruise. It has the LED headlights. It has the 360 camera. It has the push button start. It has the lane changing, the blind spot, the crosswind detection, all the brand new safety features that ProMaster is putting in is how Winnebago gets this new chassis. Fully digital rear view mirror, absolutely fully loaded with every option possible. So this is just beautiful. I mean, parking sensor. I forgot about parking sensors in the front and the back, which are really cool. And I gotta tell you, I really like how they do this rubber, you know, that undercoating or some kind of rubberized sealant around the bottom of the bumper to stop rock chips from happening when you do decide to go off-road a little bit in the national parks. This is totally outfitted to go to the national parks, which is great. So that's the outside of it. Let's dive in on the inside, and you can see why this is one of the, or has been the best-selling Class B van overall for the last 12 years. So besides the rear bath being the big draw about the inside of this, having two different rooms in a 20-foot ProMaster RV is a big deal. So right now I'm in what you would call the dining room area. You know, you have a little table here, both these seats swivel around. The Lagoon table also goes right there, so that way you can have two separate, what we used to call TV trays. When I was a kid, we used to have a pile of TV trays, and the once a year, my parents would let me actually eat and watch TV at the same time, because at our house, dinner time was sacred. There was no eating and watching TV at the same time. It's the same in my house now. But when you were allowed to eat and watch TV, you could grab the TV tray and put it on your lap and do it. That's kind of what they have here. So you have one there, and then there's another one with the Lagoon table right here. So you can actually eat, you can work. So the Lagoon table is probably better because it's a bigger surface. The Lagoon table is better to work with there. This is nice. You just kind of sit back, prop your legs up, drink your coffee. You know, I like getting up this morning. I was up a little earlier than my wife because it's so cold here. I lit our fire this morning. I was very adventurous. I had my coffee. I was reading my Bible. I was just hanging out in my cold house with my fire going. But this is just such a great area to do that here in the front, where we're in a 20-foot RV. I mean, this is 20 foot long. I mean, this isn't like a 40-foot diesel pusher. This is a 20-foot Class B RV. You have an area that you can sit in the front and hang out, and you have twin beds in the back, and then you have a large shower in the very back. So they do a good job with spacing this out. Something else that's pretty cool. This is the front window cover they give you, and I love how they give you this kind of National Park Foundation patch on it. They kind of do some cool stuff for this National Park model. Like I talked about, the wheels, the graphics, they give you these nice light tan, sand colored window coverings all over. They give you this. They also give you the floor mat. So there's this really cool tan looking floor mat that they give you there. You know, this is pretty neat. There's a 110 plug here. There's a USB plugs back here as well. So this just folds in very easily and gets out of the way when you're not using it. So check that out. So I also love this seat here. Like I said, there's a Lagoon table here. You lift this up, you have 110 plugs here, USB, USB-C, everything, so you can work very easily right here as well. So some of the cool things that Winnebago has started doing this year is they give you the Truma G. So the Truma Combi G, it runs on the gasoline fuel and not on electric. So you really don't need the propane. I mean, with everything here, it doesn't even need any propane in it because everything runs on electric. So you have fresh water, gray water, black water tank, everything you can see right here. You have, this is your solar panel. You do have your Truma system right here. So you see how everything runs there. They have started going to a Lithionics lithium system. So that is a 8.4 kilowatt is the Lithionics battery. But everything that we order is a double battery, the battery pack upgrade. So that has 16.8 kilowatts of Lithionics lithium batteries. So people look at me and say, Nick, what is 16.8 kilowatts? How does that translate into everyday English? Well, let me tell you, I'm not a mathematician or an engineer, but I do know that when it's 16.8 kilowatts, that means it can run your air conditioner without being plugged in, without starting, without doing anything for about 12 to 14 hours, they say. And then you do have a convection microwave, you do have the heater, you have the fridge. So the more, so you have a TV, a sound bar, the more stuff you turn on, the less you can run it, but you can run it. If you just want to run your air conditioner, you can run it for 12, 14 hours nonstop. You do have your fridge here. It's a NovaCool fridge and freezer combo. You have your convection microwave here, which is really nice. They do give you in this kitchen here, they give you some really nice big drawers there. I really like how they lay the kitchen out. Induction stove. You have that same tower of power here, USB-C, USB, and then two 110 plugs, which are nice. You have this kind of spice rack thing that you can take it off if you don't use it, or you can move it. So you just kind of loosen it a little bit there and you just kind of scoot it over, or you can take it on and off, whatever you want to do. You can move that. It's called a ram track. So you can take this off and you can put a lot of things there. These ram tracks are great. They're there. They're all over the coach. And depending on how you camp and what you do is depending on what you would use there. Really like the way that they handle these storage. It's like a matte finish on them, so they can clean very easily. I like the two-tone. This is kind of how my wife designed our house. She's an interior designer. And so when we were building our house, she picked out all of our cabinets and all that stuff. And so she did a two-tone just like this. We have white cabinets with like a wood background and like black islands, all these funky colors. But it's really nice, big storage here, smart plug, all that. And then here you have what they would call the pizza oven, but it's a storage unit. And this is that ground covering I was explaining to you that comes with the National Park Foundation. It's a really nice cover, and what it does is it makes it easy to clean, and it protects the floor also. So if you are walking in here in some type of shoes or something that could mess the floor up, this is really nice to protect it. So the rear bath really gives you a wide open feel. So 6 foot tall, so my wingspan is about 6 foot. So you can, wide open. So, you know, from the windows all the way to this side, up and down. Oh, check that, I forgot about this. So this is the EcoFlow monitor for the new lithium system here. And this shows you how much time, available time, with what we have right now, which is just some lights in the fridge. We have 45 days. 45 calendar days this RV can run. Engine's not on, we're not plugged in, we're maybe getting a little solar, but we're in the shade. And our output 64 and our input 70, so we are getting some solar. So at this rate, we're never gonna die. It's so funny. So these battery systems are so robust, and they have so much. So this is the on and off switch. They could cover there so people can sleep. I like how they blacked out the W here. There's another one of those little Easter egg things that I was telling you about. They blacked out the W, but this is where you can hang your keys, you can hang a towel. It just kind of gives you a cool thing. Tank heaters are there. You do have the smart TV here that does swivel around. Let's see, how can I unhook this right here? So this kind of unhooks like this. and you can swivel it to face there. If you're sitting there, you want to watch it, you can swivel it to face here. But it's not just about watching. Oh, one other thing, check this out. If you go to a Florida Gator football game, I'm a big Gator fan, my son played football for them, you can turn it around, you can tailgate, so you pull up to the game, you can play the game beforehand, and you can be watching the TV and music outside just like this, very simple. You can even have the screen closed and be watching it through the screen, but I love the flexibility as you can watch it outside, you can watch it in the front, or you can watch it in the back. And what else is neat is you can hook up your computer monitor to it if you do need to work. So a lot of people are working remote and they're choosing to work from their van. So when you do that, you can easily set this up to be a second monitor to work from the van here. This is that Lagoon table I was mentioning for the front there. So this Lagoon table can mount here. It can mount on the paths on the driver's side, or it can mount there. But it's nice because when you're sitting, you can be working here. But really what's cool is you can be working here like this and using the TV as a second monitor, still be pretty comfortable. You can be eating, so two people can be eating on here fairly comfortable as well. So I can be here eating, my wife can be sitting there eating, or my son or whoever I'm traveling with. People can be, so that's the beautiful thing about twin beds. You know, we sell a lot of these to people who say, yeah, I'm gonna be traveling with my son, or traveling with my brother, or traveling with a friend, and you do have two twin beds. This is kind of a very tight space, but you still have twin beds, so you don't have to share a bed with someone else. But I love how flexible this Lagoon table is, and when you don't want it, it just very easily goes out of the way. So you got a big sink with hot and cold water there. You know, I was talking about the awning style windows earlier. These are absolutely awesome. How they just kind of open up like that, and when it's raining, when it's hot, when it's cold, you can open it a little bit, you can open it a lot all the way, or a very little bit if you just want to open it right there just to get a little fresh air in. Totally up to you on how you want to use it. And when it's raining, the water just kind of, you know, flies off. It doesn't come in the coach. So it has a screen and it has blackout here. So that way when you're sleeping, light won't come in. More storage, just like I mentioned, the nice National Park Foundation window covers for the back. They're a real nice tan color there. You know, something else that Winnebago does with their lithium system is they give you a 3,600 watt inverter. Most inverters are 3,000 watts. So the more watts you have, the more you can power, which is great. So 3,600 watts is pretty cool. It also has an MPPT charger, which hooks up to your solar, and it gives you some great power from the solar and the underhood generator charging up your batteries. So this is the twin beds. You do have two beds here, and I will lay down. This is the shorter side. I'm 6 foot tall and I barely fit on it. That side there is longer, but I just want to show you the shorter side. There is plenty of width here, so I could easily sleep just like this if I wanted to. I like how they give you this thing here where you can put your phone or your keys or whatever you want, a flashlight, whatever you want there. And you also have another ram track there that you can set up to where you can hang something there if you wanted. But I really like how much room this bed gives you. And then obviously, I don't have to show you, but I can. This one is longer. And so, just like that one there, I'll set this up like this. I'll show you, there's a lot of room. So 6 foot tall, I have a lot of extra room there. Same thing there, you have phone chargers and all that. There is a plug right here, a 110 plug that can be used for a CPAP machine, and you can store the machine under the bed. There's a spot for it, which is really nice. Something else that they did is they gave 2 seat belts on this side here. So you do have, maybe I lied. The 2 seat belts are on this side. Hey, there we go. 2 seat belts are on this side here, so you can sit people here with lap seat belts, which is really nice. The other cool thing that is here is this comes across to connect in one bed. So just gonna pick it up, put it down, put these things in the middle. 1, 2, then obviously the third one goes right here. So now you have a king size bed. Why they call it a king size bed, I mean, but that's what it is. It is a king size bed, very big. I'll actually lay in it to show you how big it is. Let's see here. So now, plenty of space. So you, your wife, your dog, you bring 2 people, 3 people. A lot of people like to sleep with their little kids. If you're camping with your 3-year-old, the 3-year-old can easily fit with a couple. I mean, you can get as creative as you want, but there's a lot of space here to move around. And then you can obviously get up, go to the bathroom if you need. And then we can remake the bed here. It takes 1 second, 2 seconds, and 3 seconds there. And then when you're done, just kind of lift that up. There you go. So now, in 5 seconds, you now have twin beds again, which is really nice. So 2 seat belts, twin beds, lots of lights, lots of plugs. And then coming in the bathroom, I know it's something that I showed you a little bit before, but I go into a little more detail here. You have a medicine cabinet. You have your shower head. So this is hot and cold here. You can hold it, or you can leave it here and you can move it around if you want, depending on how you want to use it. And then you have a sink here for brushing your teeth as well. When the water, push it backwards, and there's a drain right there. So I really like the space there. When you don't need it, it's gone. You have, so this is storage here. So you can hang clothes in here. You can put stuff here. These are removable if you do want to hang things, or you can just move it straight up and kind of rearrange this the way you want. I like having a lot of storage. They give you a light in here. They give you a fan. Like I said, that big drawer from earlier. And if you did want some privacy while you're in the bathroom, this kind of comes together and closes and then opens. So people ask me all the time, Nick, I'm a golfer. Where can I store my golf clubs? And you know, life in the Class B van is all about compromises and figuring out how you're going to use it and where you're going to put things. So Nick, I'm a fisher. I like taking my fishing poles with me. Where am I going to put that? So the bathroom is a great place for extra storage for golf clubs, fishing poles, scuba gear, skis, any of that type of stuff. The big rear bath gives you a lot of space in there where you can really store things. You can remove them back and forth depending on how you're going to use it and what you're going to do. But I really like having that space in the bathroom to be able to use that for it, especially in a rear bath, because there's a lot of space. So we went over, it's a ProMaster 20-foot tall, or I'm sorry, 20-foot tall, that'd be huge. 20-foot long. It is a normal ProMaster. It has the National Park Foundation package on it, which is the wheels, the graphics, the window shades, the colors, a lot of the cool stuff that's on this one. Then it has the brand new Lithionics lithium. They're not using Volta anymore. It's a 16.8 kilowatt Lithionics system with a 3600 watt inverter and solar. I mean, everything, huge lithium system. And then you have your hot water. I mean, everything on a Class B RV that you expect, this thing has here. So there's a lot of more specs that I didn't get into that you can follow the link down below, and you can check out the specs on our website. Once again, we will deliver this for free anywhere in the country. We have all different types of Class B. So if you watch this whole entire video all the way to the end, I appreciate it. And you said, Nick, that's not the one for me, check out our other videos. We have a lot of Class B vans, and one of them I'm sure is going to be the right one for you. Thank you very much for watching.